Satellite Zone for Hip Hop, Real 92.3, man. The Real After Party. Myself, Bootleg Kev, my guy Dre Sinatra, DJ Damage. We got a special guest in the building, man.
24 hours.
24 hours.
He's here.
Yo. What's going on, man?
First of all, I haven't seen you since you were not Royce Rizzy.
Chill.
It's been a long time.
I seen him at South by Southwest.
Do you remember
turning
Club
up.
Sky in Tampa, Florida?
I remember all of them brown paper bags.
Hey.
Jesus Christ, man. Yo, so my question is obviously, like, I remember when your brother first came out. For anybody who don't know, his brother is MadeInTYO.
Whoa.
We was talking, and this was like real early. This was like probably about a year and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
And this was before you had decided to, before at least you didn't reveal it to me that you were unveiling the 24 hours thing. At what point did you decide to switch up the whole steez, man?
After Tokyo listened to me and everything I told him that would happen happened, and I seen that I knew how to do what I know how to do. I was like, okay, it's just time to switch it. Do it for yourself now. Like I got the full chance to like be fully hands on with Tokyo and like him listen to me like whatever you tell me to do, I'm gonna do. Right. And he did it and it worked.
You've learned.
Exactly.
I mean, for everybody who don't know, you were once signed to Jermaine Dupri's So Def record. You got the tattoo on your hand still. Mm-hmm. That goddamn record was moving.
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Goddamn. And you went by Royce Rizzy back then, and you were rapping. And now you're kind of doing the singing thing. So,
yeah.
but that was kind of like, was it through Virgin back then, or what was
I was. It was through RCA.
RCA. But obviously you've kind of been through the entire record process of being a new artist, being signed.
Yeah. Before that, I was with Scrappy. You know.
That's crazy.
You know, and the whole DTP, and that was the Def Jam thing. And then after that, with JD and RCA, and then after that, like, left all of that alone and said, man, it's time for me to start my own label,
I see.
Private Cut Records, and sign Tokyo first, and on a few plaques now. And
yeah, it's kind of like, shout out to Tokyo. He had like the best in-house advice he could possibly get. Somebody who's been.
Well, he just had like. I
his
remember he got a FaceTime from 2 Chainz one time. 2 Chainz was just like, yeah, you know, I see you guys, you know what's going on. The street is just like I know what you mean. He's like, well, you know, my brother is Royce Rizzy, and he's like, oh, yeah, like, well, yeah, like you got the scoop. You know what's up then. You know what's going on. And I just salute Tokyo for just like listening and like not ever questioning what I had to say, because yeah, like now he's successful.
And what inspired the brand change though?
I think being signed to another artist multiple times, like trying to, you know, the culture in hip hop has changed so many times in the last 10 years, where it's like at one time it was, in my eyes, it was super lit to be like this person's artist, or to get you. I came up in an era where it's like, yo, however you have to eat, whatever you have to do, whoever you got to stand next to get your own money, this is what you got to do. And Tokyo's era was like, bruh, I'm not signing to
anybody.
I'm not signing to Eminem, Swiss Beats. I'm not signing to nobody. I want to just be wavy and be young and like be for the culture. And I'm like, what is that? At a time, I'm like, I don't get that, because I get like I got the label side, and I got like how things worked, and I got how a certain side of the industry worked. But then watching him, I'm a student, so watching him and him showing me people 6 months before they took off, like, look at this guy, and I know he's hot because of this, and I start watching stuff like that, and I'm like, well, it's cool. Tokyo did Uber and was like, yeah, I was like, do a clean version. He was like, for what? I was like, for radio. He's like, oh, no, they don't. I don't want them to play my song.
Yeah, fuck the radio.
He said, I don't want them to play my song. The Fader's about to post it. Complex about to post it. I don't need them to play it. And I'm like, do it for me. He did the clean version, and that was everything. And now he tells me that, yeah, I see there's a way you could do both. And now he knows. He knows.
He's doing both.
So me seeing that side and this, and then, you know, the whole new thing, it was like, I knew that being signed to another artist takes a responsibility from the artist that you're signed to understand and want to blow you up, and understand that they the artist you signed to needs to want to see you get 10 times bigger than them. And if they don't want to see that right now, then that's not the place for you.
And the chances of an artist actually wanting that is like so. Most artists don't want to sign somebody for them to be bigger than them.
Right.
Ever.
No, they want to sign you
involved.
to you know. I ain't even. Yeah, it's like you gotta really like. I wanted when I even though Tokyo's my blood brother, like when I saw him, I was like, bruh, I let you borrow. I'm letting you hold money. I'm letting you stay on the couch. I want you to be more successful than me. And still to this day, if somebody gave me an ultimatum as you or your brother, take me out. My brother got it. Right. Like he's for the youth. He got it. He
I
can
remember
do
early
it.
on, you was like all about. I was like, yo, what's going on with you? That ain't about me right now. You know.
Yeah.
That takes a certain type of person too, like to put your ego in check and just really be like, you know what, I'm gonna put my brother on, even though you've already had a certain amount of success. It takes a certain type of person.
I asked my dad one day, I'm like, I've been in and out of deals, Tokyo stuff just taking off, and like I'm helping him, but like I'm so lost. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
And my pop really looked at me and was like, what did you just say you're doing? I was like, I'm helping Tokyo. He's like, that's all you need to do. That's your brother.
That's crazy.
That's your brother.
true, though.
He said, when you do that, watch what happens to you. I didn't know nothing about 24 Hours. I didn't know nothing. Like, that just manifested. I don't know how it came, but it's like, and to this day, he looked at me and be like, I told you.
So one day you just hit the studio and you said, you know, I'm gonna hit it with a new vibe.
Nah, I can't even lie. I did this record called 5 a.m. in Decatur when I was going by the name Rizzy. And I remember I went into the radio in Atlanta. We was, I forgot wherever we went, but Jermaine Dupri had took me over there. And I remember the PD over there was like, yo, I like this goddamn song, but Rizzy got a song called 5 a.m. in Decatur where he's singing like, this is the vibe. That same song today is Don't by Tiller, the same beat. I had that beat.
You had that beat first.
I had the beat. I think a lot of people had got it, but I had that beat. And they said to, you feel me, this is a song, but we didn't, whatever. Shout out to my radio guy at that time, this dude named Puerto Rico Rob.
Oh, we know Puerto Rico.
Shout out to Puerto Rico. And he was calling me like, but it didn't happen, and I'm glad it didn't happen, but it was a singing record. Long story short, I gave these singing records to Tokyo's DJ, and he messed them up when he was supposed to play it in the club, like through Serato, and they pitched up. And I was like, this sound like a wave. This sound like some Miami. This just sounds like a wave.
It's a crazy story.
Tokyo was like, you won't put it out though like this. And I'm like, you're asleep. Yeah, well. He's like, but we can't put it under your name. And like, that's the moment. That was one moment when we said we couldn't put it under my name. The next moment, and shout out to whoever these radio guys were, but we was taking Tokyo along on his radio runs, and I just so happened to catch an email that was like, yeah, we don't think it's cool for Rizzy to tag along with Tokyo because he just not like, we just want Tokyo to live on his own and have his own brand.
Right.
And when I seen that, I'm not a hater.
Right.
So when they said that, I fell back. I fell back for him because I wanted him. I fell back for him because I wanted him to have a fair. I didn't want people to be like, oh, that's the one dude who used to be signed to the dude.
Right.
That this is his little brother. So I fell back to let him have his own wings.
Is that
That's a lot.
Is that why when you first came out as 24 Hours, like a lot of people don't know what you look like?
No, I did that on purpose because I knew the game was fake. So I knew like people are sometimes scared to admit that they like it, or sometimes people fake watch. So they act like they don't see, but they really do see, but they don't until it presents them or until you approach them, then they'll say, yeah, I like what you got going on. But other than that, their ego's too big to say I really like you or I want to reach out. So I said, if I just switched it, if I did like a 2 Chainz, like, oh, I'm not Titty Boy anymore, I'm 2 Chainz, people would be like, oh, that's just Tit.
Yeah,
that's
we already
just
know.
Tit.
Yeah.
So
Tit.
I wanted it to be, I don't know, but I love it because I know from the very first time I met you, I knew my music always been right. I knew it was always there. It was just the other things that you have to make sure is going on.
That's crazy.
So I put it up. We put it up, and Tokyo's like, man, but how we get people to see it? So we in a hotel. He's like, you know what? I'm about to text this to like everyone in my phone and be like, yo, you heard of this dude? This is a dope vibe. Literally, he texted everybody. Maybe like 2 days later, like, Yes, Jules was playing it in the hotel, and 40 Ounce was tweeting it, and all the cool kids and the blogs was on it, and it was just quick. It was quick. It took 2 seconds. It took for somebody who was relevant to say that, what is this, or I like this, and then next thing you know, everyone was DMing me.
That's how I heard about it though, bro. My boy Styles for the Migos, he's like, yo, this is what they're bumping. You know 24? And I'm like, nah, who's that? But this time you had the video at this point. I'm like, I know that's...
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The great thing is Gabe Shadow put me and Ty on. He's like, yo, remember Royce Rizzy? It's 24 Hours. Ty Dolla $ign was like, what?
Mind.
You know what's crazy? Ty DM'd me, and this is the first person I told. Ty DM'd me on 24 Hours page and was like, I like your music.
Did you hit him like, bruh?
No, I at first I was like, we should do something. And he DM'd me back, for sure, you're hard. And then he sent his number. And then I was like, oh no, if I hit him, he already got my other number. Then Tokyo FaceTimed him and was like, yo, what's up? You heard it 24 Hours? And he's like, oh yeah, he's hard. I be playing him with your stuff. And he's like, that's my brother. And he's like, oh, that's, you know him. Like, no. Like, that's my brother. He's like, oh, you guys are assholes. Like, you guys are assholes. Gabe told me that. And then from there, like, I can say, like, before I really popped out and showed anybody it was me, like, between Tokyo and Ty, like, I was trying to figure out ways, like, how can I, like, maybe the first go around is Rizzy, like, maybe I didn't look how I was supposed to look, or maybe I wasn't all the way. I was always trying to be what the people wanted me to be, or sound like what they want me to sound like. And I remember sitting in the crib with Ty at like 5 a.m, and he like, wait, what did you say? And I'm like, shoot, maybe I'm gonna lose a little weight, and maybe I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do this. And he's like, why? And I'm like, cause like I gotta. He was like, you're already hard. Like, if you try to look like anybody else or do anything like that, makes you whack. Yeah. And in my head, I'm like, and Tokyo's like, bruh, like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, you pop out when you want to pop out. The first time I showed myself was at the Palladium with Ty. Ty brought me out. But what's crazy is people was tweeting, Ty just brought out Rizzy. So I'm like, oh man, it didn't work. But literally the Instagram had like, I was getting like 40 likes because I wasn't posting no pictures of myself, but everyone was watching. The likes were, imagine getting 40 likes, but the likes are like Mike D, Travis Scott, right. like Ty Dolla $ign,
quality, not quantity.
You're like, yo, like my likes are like these are people. What fire likes? But no, so and then I posted the first picture of me, and it did like 1,000 likes, and I was like, oh, so it's wavy, like it's time to go now, and man, it was a successful transition. Like it was on a lot of people. I forgot what award show it was, but people was getting awards, and it was the end of the year last year, and people just kept tweeting me, bro, I think you should get the Finesse Award of the Year. Yeah. Like you like, I saw how 2 Chainz did. I saw a few other people. You like, even people was like, you know, Weeknd did like a mystery thing, but he wasn't a whole nother artist that was like popping.
Already popping.
That was out doing shows, that had wave. Songs with, I had songs as Rizzy. I had songs with everybody from Cassidy to Young Buck to Scrappy to Lil Jon to 2 Chainz. Me and 2 Chainz got a video with me, 2 Chainz, Twista, Lil Scrap. Like, you know what I'm saying? The goddamn video. Some rappers can never even say they even been on a song, never been in the presence of JD or on a record with him where he actually raps a verse. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just blessed to see all of that. But the side that I saw from that is like, don't believe the hype. 100%. Like, it don't matter who's on, man. This don't matter no more. None of that matters. Like, you can get a song tomorrow with Nicki and Chris Brown on your record, and you're like, oh, you're the guy that has the feature song, huh? Right. Yeah. That doesn't mean anything, bro. It's bigger than you. Like, stop that. Like, people have to listen to you and be like, I haven't heard nothing like this in a while. I don't know what to say. Like, I literally went to a session. Ty took me to a session with Timbaland, and I'll never forget this because Timbaland didn't know who I was, but like, it was like, oh yeah, 20 can hop on some stuff, and like Timbaland kind of heard how I sound and was like, wait. Like, this is just Timbo. Like, is this like, what is like, whoa, like, what is this? And like, and I knew, and then I took Mike Dina record to mix, and he's like scratching his head and like, and he's telling me, he's like, yeah, like, this is it. Like, you figured out, and this is for any artist that's listening, for anything that you're doing, like, you have to figure out. First of all, being an artist ain't for everybody. So you just got to know that off rip. And then if it is for you, you got to figure out what makes you different and being true to yourself. Man, I have records about, as Rizzy, I had records about trapping and guns and drugs and all of this stuff that people wanted to get on. Man, rest in peace. I did records with Bankroll Fresh. You know, like, man, so many people where it was like, people know me and still respect me on that side, but it's like, I wasn't free. I couldn't do what I wanted to do. When I was performing, it was cool and it was like turned up, but it was like, is this really, like, if we broke down every line in this, like, is this what I want? Like, my kids 20 years to listen to now, like a lot of the music I do is for the ladies, and I can honestly say like everything that I be putting out is like, yeah, I feel that way. And if I don't feel that way, if I'm not doing this, there was a time in my life I was doing it, and if I'm not doing it, it's gonna be a time in somebody's life where they're doing this because it still makes sense. And I want people to have fun to the music, and that's why the single "What You Like" is like, it's everything, because it's just like, it's summer, it's fun, and it's like anybody could have sung the record and it felt like the same way. On the Instagram, I see all the likes, like I'm your type, this is what you like this is it. That's
Nah, I mean,
that's what's going on.
You've been working like with Wiz, Ty. The Jeezy Carnage record is crazy, man.
Crazy,
man. Ty, like that's all family, and it's like between Ty and Wiz, like they respect me as boss, like as a boss, like, you know, like Ty. I made Ty the executive producer over my debut album that I'm gonna put out, and that was me and Ty way of like doing business and like working and getting money together as a boss. Me and Wiz talking. Wiz is like, bro, like I did a record for you in 2012 when you were Rizzy, and I didn't do it because I thought like this was just like the craziest thing. Like you just had like this vibe that I liked. I like to be around, like I like to be around you, and I can feel that. So it's like, even to see this, like Wiz pop up at my show in LA with 100 people. And like, I'm like, yo, you don't even have to go on, bro. Like, oh no, I'm going on. Like, this is what, like, that's actually fun for him. Like, I'm popping up. So it's that's like, dope. Yeah, man, to see that love, and like, it ain't nothing. And even like my EP just dropped, and I just said, you know what? I don't like to text people and ask them to post nothing, because like that really show you at that moment, like, there you go, you know what it is. So it's like, I didn't want to put people on my L list this early. You know what I'm saying? Because I said, okay, whoever posted is solid. You know what I'm saying? Whoever don't, you see the text. I see you tweeting. I see you on Instagram. You liking some of the same pictures I'm liking. Like, you're active right now. So if you didn't post this, it's like, all right, cool. That's not what it is. But surprisingly, people that don't even do that, from like Pusha T supported it, Dom Kennedy. As soon as I text Wiz, like some people that I text, and this is crazy, some people I text, and we had to talk about it for a second, and it went up. Some people I text, like Wiz and Ty, like I sent it, and before I can be like, thank you, or you could post it around this time, I already see the notifications coming through. Like, it just went up. It just went up, and it was like, yo, that crazy.
Do you feel like that's because of the artistry or just who you are as a person?
Both.
Okay.
Both. I feel like I don't, when I meet artists, I don't play the game. I don't play the music game with people. So it's like, when I meet you, like if I don't know you on that level, if we can't get to that level, we can't even be cool. Because like if I can't go and grab something to eat with you and talk about how your son doing, or talk about like what's stressing me out, like we can't be at that level. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like everybody that I meet from, I can't lie, like we either click and we just like, let's do 100 records, or we don't click.
Right.
And it's like, I went down to Vegas with Gotti and we cut like 30 records. And we sat in the studio all night, and Gotti told me like, yo, you a boss. Like I know artists that's 5 times platinum that hasn't popped an artist off like you.
Yeah.
He says, and they got all the money in the world, and they ain't popped off. They artists ain't more successful than MadeInTYO. They artist is an online artist. In Tokyo, my kids play Uber everywhere. And he like, so, and that's because of 24 hours. So he like, you a boss. Like, me and Gotti did a song called 20's Revenge. And what this song was about is like everything in there is talking about like record labels didn't understand me. They didn't see it. They didn't get it. Rolls Royce didn't get it. I got sued. Like, people didn't get it. The other bosses that was around me didn't see the boss in me. And Gotti said in the song, it take a boss to make another boss. And then he talked about his situation with LA and all of this. But like, we hit it. Gotti called my phone. I'm eating at a restaurant there. They just say, Gotti calling me. I pick up. I'm just checking on you, bro. Just trying. I see you moving. I see you doing your thing.
Yeah,
like,
respect.
Tell your brother I said what's up.
What do you consider to be a boss?
Man, this is a great question, because there's a lot of boss that feel they
people
boss.
be calling themselves boss. They throwing it around.
I feel like it's a leader. You have to be a leader. You have to lead by example. You have to actually have a team, and they look at you as a leader. And being a leader is not just a leader at whatever. If you're the boss at McDonald's, and you're the boss at McDonald's, and you got people that your workers, your employees need to look at you and feel like you're the boss. Right. Not like, man, this should be coming in here, eating all this stuff, telling us what to do, but he don't do it. So I lead by example. That's one. I care about everybody that I come into contact with. If you're signed to me or you're on my team, I care about you more than me. Like that's how I feel, because if you're that talented, for me to say like, damn it, Sinatra, Bootleg, like I want y'all to meet this person, that means you have wowed me to the point that I want to show the world you. So at that point, I put my career up for yours, because I'm not even trying to talk to you if you're not more talented than me. If you're not more talented than me, then I just need to focus on myself. But if you're more talented than me, okay, I'll take this risk. Let's go.
Let's do it.
That's another thing. Me, everyone around me has to be moving and working and making money and doing stuff. Like if you're signed to Private Club, or if I manage you, or you're just my homie, like I can't have no dead weight homies. Yeah, bro. Like it's like I can't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I motivate everybody. I sit down like I'm about to get on the stage. I'm about to get on the stage yesterday. I have 30 minutes before I'm get on the stage. I'm on a call with other people planning a video and all of this, not for me, for my other artists. Like I'm figuring it out for my other artists. And literally I'm putting my inners on. I'm doing everything, a million things. And it's like, you have to, there's enough time in the day to schedule yourself and take care of all the business you have to do as a boss. People get the boss, they sign artists, they do all of this, and it's like, like when you need some money to do this, let me know. It's not about the money, because Uber Everywhere popped before the money. I believed in him. And when you believe in somebody, when you believe, it doesn't take, I don't need everyone in this room to believe in me. I need one person in here who's a playmaker to be like, well, I'm going to put 100 on 20 every time. And guess what? Because you put 100 on me every time, the people around you are going to eventually be like, nah, Damage a real one. And like the way he support him, I just want to support him because I support Damage. So it's like the way I support Tokyo, I'm walking into Hot 97, I'm walking in everywhere, and they're like, what's up with you? Oh, no, it's not about me. They're like, oh, you don't want it? No. It's about him. Like, I don't even rap no more. Like, I'm just here with my brother. Make sure he's straight. That's my brother. Like, I die for him. And be like, oh, okay. Like, yeah, you ain't got to say nothing. No, because you need to know, like, this is by being a boss is taking care of your business, your responsibilities, everything that you want people to look at. You can't even get involved with an artist and talk when you're not around that artist, telling everybody like, you see what I'm doing, you see what I'm doing, and you're not doing it. Don't do that. If you know what's crazy? I did an interview at the BET Radio Room, and shout out to JD. I love him. Like that was my OG. But I remember something he said, and I remember like it didn't stick. Right. It didn't stick. He said we was doing a big interview. Everybody was in the radio room. He was like, I mean, like if you sign the artist, you really got to be about it. And if you're gonna sign them, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, be willing to change their life. Be willing to change their life. And it's like when times get hard, or when you feel like this artist ain't it, it's like, where's the drive? Where's the energy when you first met them? Right. Now, sometimes artists cut themselves off, but it's like, if you got somebody that's really like, I got people around me that's like, I'll go on your tour with you and I know I sing, but I'll do your merch. I'll clean your shoes. I'll do whatever it takes. And because of that, I give them my all. I'll go broke. Right. I'll go broke as a boss in that position to put my team on. And it's like, when you could put people before yourself and have no problem with it, like, time out, bro. I don't know how many times that I've sat down with Tom, like, hey, but listen to this. And he's like, who's this? I'm like, it's an artist I just signed out of San Diego. Or this is this. And he just listened. And it's like, I respect you, 20, so I want to hear what you're talking about. Exactly. You know what I mean? And that's it.
What's your relationship now with JD? Because obviously...
I haven't talked to JD. I can't lie. I haven't talked to JD in a while. I hit him a few times. I'm going to pray that he got a new number.
That's what I was going to ask, because, he's got a... It's kind of like the Luda 2 Chainz thing. It's like, yo, you had 2 Chainz that whole time, my G. Like,
I just got JD on the phone right now. JD, what's up? No,
James, what I'm trying to wrap my head around is
Have you spoken with JD since
no
turned into 24 hours?
No. But people, you know, the game is so small that I go in meetings and people tell me like, I was just talking to JD about you or this and that.
It's all positive.
JD's watching, bro.
Brian Michael Cox. Shout out to Brian Michael Cox. That's my OG. He was over there during the whole process when I got signed. He came to my show in Atlanta the other night that was sold out with Black Bear, and he was just like, bro, like, I can't even explain how proud, you know what I'm saying, we are, and da-da-da-da-da, and don't, like, it's time to work on that level again. So when I got the time now,
that's sick.
We'll go over there and we'll figure it out, because now it's like, I can't even, today was supposed to be, like, I ain't gonna lie, today was like, the way my tour was set up, it's like, today was the off day.
Right.
And I had
moms, right?
Yeah, I had moms, dad, everybody's chilling. I left my crib way out there, everybody in the pool chilling. I'm like getting dressed, and I'm really thinking to myself, looking in the mirror, like, life just changed. Yeah. Like Tokyo's in Japan, like doing shows right now. Like, and I'm here getting ready to come here. Then from here, 2 other sessions, and got to do all this, and then back on the stage, and then gone back on tour. And it's like, this is what you wish for, and this is what I pray for.
This is what you've been.
He's been talking about this for a while too. Like, yo, when I'm gonna come to the station, I'm gonna come to the station when it's time. And when I seen him, he's like,
all of you, everyone here. What's crazy is, like, I'm not from LA. I love LA. LA showed me and my brother so much love.
That's true.
They when Uber came out, it was like you like the shows was like we lived here and we're from LA.
Right.
We went to Atlanta the very next day, and people was like, "This joint cool." Like, this is cool. We was just in LA and they were just screaming "bad chick" in LA.
Yeah.
Like, this was just crazy. And now we're in Atlanta and they don't know. Like, but it's like LA showed us so much love. So everyone up here at 92.3, like, I'm blessed to have all y'all in here at one time, but like, there's other people up here that's known me. Like, I took Mo Beats to Japan for the first time ever.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Before Big Sean ever took him to Japan.
That's deep.
Had to check it. He, like, I remember, like, we went on like a 5. He hosted my mix. Like, one of the things is, my manager was one of the promoters, and he was like, I mean, what, you want to do anything with Mo Beats? I'm like, yeah, tell him to host my mixtape. That was it. He hosted my mixtape and came to Japan, and we performed these songs. He DJ'd for me in Japan. Did his own DJ set. I was still,
that's dope.
Maybe 2010.
That's crazy.
2010.
Wow, young Mo Beats.
Shout out to DJ Mo Beats.
Has the adjustment from being a rapper and performing to being a singer and performing, that's got to be like a, is it I mean,
I feel like I grew up. I feel like I grew up. I feel like when I was a rapper, I like getting sweaty and jumping up and down and hopping in the crowd, like all that stuff that Lil Bro do, Tokyo do. I told him, like, no, I'm not trying to hop in the crowd. I don't want you to touch my chain or none of that. Like, I want to sing. Like, I'm on stage. I spend all my money on production at the shows. So it's like, from the very first 24-hour show that you ever saw was already like 15 G's into production. And then the show tomorrow, I got 10-foot screens and everything. And it's like, it's crazy from the jump. I see artists that's been in 20 years, like, you know what I'm saying, like, that don't care about
that.
They just
got a table with some turntables.
I mean, for South by Southwest, he was going crazy. He's probably the only artist I know that really had, like, his sound engineer really go check and really have everything on par.
What was it like? Because you've been grinding the South by grind as Royce Rizzy.
He went heavy this year.
What was the difference going to South by as Royce
this year, bro?
I'm going to tell you, I went to South by. I broke my ankle at South by, like, back in the day. I was on stage with Scrappy performing head busters at South by. I remember being at South by with Traded Truth one year. I went to South by when Snooty was lit. Like, it had that. I know it's Like, I remember, I've been to South by year after year, so I remember when I Am Sue and the whole HBK took over South by. Like, I was there for, I remember when Wiz and Taylor Gang did South, when Ty was there. I was there every year, but, like, I was just another person. I remember when Peel took me to South by.
Shout out to P.I.L.L.
Yeah.
What is Peel doing?
I don't know. Peel introduced me to bootleg. He said, yo, come with me. He stayed at my, like, it's funny because Peel came and was like, yeah, I'm going to be hopping around because I got a whole bunch of stuff, you know, going on, but I'm going to just crash on your couch, and then I'm going to take you, in return, I'm going to take you everywhere I go and introduce you to all my homies, because, you know, and he took me to him, and I remember I was like, I wanted to interview. But Peel kept telling you, no, you're not ready yet. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Beginning of 2013.
Yeah, you before I did, that was before, yeah, that's crazy. That was right before I landed, like, the major deal. But Peel took me there, and so going this year was like looking at my itinerary with like 15 shows, and then like just looking at some of the stuff, like me and my brother at South by, and this is his first year ever going to South by, and I went like 6 years straight. This is his first year, and he's like just moving like I never could move, like sprinters and like hopping out and walking.
What's crazy, like that South by experience for 90% of the artists that go, it's like some starving artists just. By the time the end of the night comes, you're so fucking tired.
I saw
your
both
feet are
sides.
hurting,
I saw both sides of South by. I saw this year, I move like I was supposed to move. Right. Like I move like a boss. Like I move like my artist is on 20 stages and I'm on 15 just gotta like,
stages. Man, we finally made it.
So it's like, we stopped by you.
Hell yeah.
And I introduced him to the whole, I had all the artists with me. I took everybody. I took the money I never made money at South by any of these other years because that's not what it's about. This year I actually made money. But when my accountant called me, he's like, no. You had a house out there. Y'all took sprinters. Y'all did this. You flew people. Like, you broke even. And to me, I was like, oh, no, I still made money because I took a lot of artists down there. And we did a lot of things.
Gave a lot of your artist exposure.
Me and Mustard was standing. Mustard was supposed to headline the Mass Appeal stage. He was supposed to go on, then Wayne was going to close it. I guess something happened and it was like, Wayne gonna go on and then you gonna close Mustard. And he was like, no, I'm not doing that. Y'all are tripping. Like, why would I go after Wayne? I can't do that. That's just, no, I'm not going after Wayne. Everyone's gonna leave after Wayne. You're tripping. So I was there to come out on Mustard's set. So me and Mustard ended up watching Wayne's whole set, like right behind him. And like, I remember talking to Tokyo and he was like, man, they paid me this amount of money to do this. And I remember listening to Wayne set and hearing how much they paid him. And I remember I left from there and told Tokyo, hey man, don't ever tell me about how much money they paid you, bro. This man just ran through 25 hits with no breaths. Like, stop playing. Like people go up there. I done perform with everybody. So I done been performing down in Tampa and Orlando, doing dates with Juicy J 6 years ago, dates with Wiz. I seen how shows go. I watched this man start. And literally, I looked at my clock. He'd been on stage for 40 minutes, has not played a song that wasn't a hit.
Of course, that's Wayne.
I'm like, so, like, we got work to do. And I told Tokyo, like, yeah, you got 3. Come on, man, give me 33. You got 3, give me 33. You got it in, you keep going. And that's why, to me, imagine, there's no cockiness. There's no, I should be here. There's no, oh, I've been here before and I should do this and I should, no. Bro, we here. You wait your turn, you pay your dues, you be patient, you make the best music you can make, you lead by example, you treat people how you want to be treated, and your come up will be just as smooth as your come down.
Straight up, man.
Yeah, it is.
Talk about the new project.
Man, Night Shift EP, man. It's R&B. It's like taking like all of the classic R&B from the 90s and then putting it in the hands of 2020. Like 2020 electronic, new 24 sound, but like the vibe of bump and grind R. Kelly.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And then like I put one like trap record, you know what I'm saying? That's like for the trap. And then I put the summer joint, What You Like. I only have Wiz, Ty featured on the EP.
Real ones.
And did me and Ty about to drop $24. Woo!
$24.
I've heard $24.
It's crazy.
Dre's been holding it out.
It's tatted. It's tatted.
Dre's been holding it out.
Look, peep, it's tatted on my hand. $24 is just not a project.
Is it exclusive?
$24. I'm gonna tell you some exclusive.
Okay.
$24 is just not a project. That's us. Like when me and Ty are together, and we're gonna do $24 shows. We're gonna do $24 merch. We're gonna do $24 albums. Like that's us together when we make music together.
So this is a new. It's almost like Black Bear and Mike Posner did the Mansions thing.
Nah, like theirs is different. I say no only because like this is like. Yeah, it's just different. I love that. Like Mansions is on a whole nother wave. Like the cover, like it's crazy.
I mean, no. Like, this is an interesting wave.
I want to say this is it's new. It's new, and we got the project coming, $24. Like we kept it very simple. I'll tell y'all some stuff. Very soon, before Beach House. Hello.
Before Beach House.
Private Club, the movement, man. Dropping.
Yeah, you know what I said? You know, I told Wiz the other day, I said it's Private Club, movement, gang. And that's 3 bosses when we come together. You know what I'm saying? And that's what You Like is. Like I put Hit Boy produced the beat. Hit Boy produced the beat on What You Like.
You're out in Riverside, right?
Hey man, I can't I'm about to move anyway. Yeah, we out there. It's crazy. I'm gonna tell you, like the fans and stuff. out there is like ding dong, like is Tokyo here? Like it's crazy. Like it's crazy. We see people in the gas station, and this is way out in Corona. Like we see people that's like, yo, old man 20. Like I'm like, oh, what's up? Like I'm in a white beater and flip flops. Like, oh no, not no more. Can't do that no more. Yeah. Night Shift EP. I'm blessed, man. I can honestly say, the day we dropped it, it went to number 13 on the R&B charts, and like just to see it in the same category, like I'm looking at the people that's under me and above me, Weeknd, Janae, Jeremiah, Black, like to see all of these people and me just there with them. It's like, man, I didn't know that many people was paying attention. I didn't know that many people, because you can't. I'm not being fooled this time around. So it's like when I thought everyone was paying attention, when I had more followers as Rizzy, I was doing more popping stuff as Rizzy. I was traveling the world. I'm in suites at 2 a.m. with JD and Tyree and all this crazy stuff, where that didn't mean nothing. It didn't mean anything. And now it's like the numbers speak.
It's almost like you said, like when you first had the people who were paying attention mattered more than the quantity of people that were paying attention.
True. So I'm blessed. Night Shift EP is out. Stream it, buy it, steal it, take it. I don't care. As long as y'all at the shows, because, you know, the shows is going crazy, and $24 on the way, and you know what you like. That's the single, man.
Get into that. What you like, man. Shout out to the homie Royce Rizzy, man. Introduce that for
Chill. Hold on, man. Hold on. Royce Rizzy. That's crazy.
I just said Royce Rizzy.
24 hours.
24 hours. It's just by fucking, it's by habit.
24 hours.
24 hours.
24 hours. This is my new single, What You Like. Produced by Hit Boy, featuring Ty Dolla $ign and Wiz Khalifa. Turn up.
It's going to be hard for me to be around him and not call him Rizzy.
24 hours,
it's
man.
24 hours. Let's do it.